Hey everyone, and welcome to the next chapter in my Batman Arkham series review. This time we're going to be taking a look at the second game in the series, and something that is touted as the best superhero game ever made, Batman Arkham City. Now this is the second game on the Return to Arkham collection that I currently have, and it's the only version of the game I have because I've actually gotten rid of my Xbox 360 version of the game, and because I've got the remaster. And yeah, it takes place right after the events of Arkham City. It was actually released 2 years after the events of Arkham Asylum in 2011. And the events are pretty straightforward. There's a section of Gotham that's been remodeled to be a massive, massive prison city for the inmates of Arkham after the asylum was closed down following the events of that game. And pretty much it's just becoming a lot more dangerous for the citizens of Gotham. So Bruce Wayne leads a campaign to get it shut down, but he's then basically captured by a guy called Hugo Strange, who is actually one of the most intelligent Batman villains, and he's actually one of the only few people to actually know who Batman really is, and it's pretty intense to have a villain who knows who you are. And of course, we've got Catwoman as well, who's basically on her own adventure. Like she's starting off stealing from Two-Face, and then she's captured by Two-Face. Then Batman rescues her. And there's all thing with Ivy and all that sort of thing. But it turns out the Joker is back, and the Joker's back as well. But it turns out the Titan formula that he took in Arkham Asylum is actually killing him. It's given him some sort of blood disease, and it's infected his blood. It's some sort of toxin and it's basically killing him. Every day goes by, he just gets worse and worse, and there's no known cure. That is until he bribes Mr. Freeze to make a cure for him, and he infects Batman with the same disease to ensure he'd help him get the cure back. And it's just all a massive adventure. And if you ask me, the game is a massive improvement over Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum, the open world, was just a bit smaller for my taste. Arkham City expanded it quite a lot. And the combat has been heavily improved. It's a lot more fluid. It's a lot more fluid than Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum was fluid, but Arkham City took it to the next level. And there's also these new combat moves you can do, like a move to take down multiple enemies on the ground at once, a bat swarm, and even disarm enemies and destroy weapons that they're holding, like blasters or shields or stun batons or clubs or bats, anything. And it's just an absolutely fantastic game. Great story, great characters, great voice acting. It's amazing. And we do actually get to see Ra's al Ghul as well, who is actually revealed to be the man behind Arkham City. And he is actually behind Hugo Strange. And Hugo Strange was enacting something called Protocol 10. And it was quite a big build-up to what Protocol 10 actually was. But it turns out Protocol 10 was a massive plan of Strange to basically have all the inmates in Arkham City killed as a way to as Ra's al Ghul's way to cleanse the planet of filth. Because Ra's is just all about keeping the planet safe, but his way is just terrorism. And of course, we do get some massive, amazing boss fights in the game. Like we've got bosses like Solomon Grundy, the Mad Hatter, Mr. Freeze, Penguin, Poison Ivy, and we do actually get to fight Ra's as well. And there's also been that thing about where the Joker looked like he'd actually recovered. Like, we actually get a Joker fight, and when we go and confront the Joker, he looks better. Like, he looks like he's recovered from his illness, and is just a classic villain again. But he's actually a fake. The Joker hadn't recovered, and it was actually Clayface who was masquerading as him the entire time. And then after Clayface is beaten, Batman cures himself of the disease and destroys the Lazarus Pit that the Joker was actually intending to use to turn himself immortal, which is the same thing Ra's uses. and there's 1 ounce of the cure left. And in his haste, the Joker attacks Batman for it, but Batman drops the vial, scattering the cure all over, and the Joker actually dies. Like, when I first played this game, when we first beat the game, I was not expecting the Joker to die at all. I just thought the Joker would make it out alive, but I was not at all expecting him to die. But so Arkham City is a massive improvement over Arkham Asylum. And if you want my opinion, just go with the Return to Arkham version, because that's the best version of the game. It also features the Harley Quinn's Revenge DLC story pack, where Harley Quinn tries to get, well, revenge on Batman because she blames him for the Joker's death. Of course, it's kind of a topic for debate over whether Batman really was to blame for the Joker's death. And it's just, I mean, personally, I think the Joker caused his own death when he attacked Batman. He was basically the architect of his own demise. And it's a good story, it's a good game, it's an amazing gameplay, and I absolutely love Arkham City to pieces. It's not my overall favourite Arkham game, it's not my favourite, and it's not exactly my favourite superhero game, although a lot of people tend to say that it is their favourite superhero game, and many people tout this game as the best superhero game of all time. In fact, I think it was Game of the Year back in 2011 when it first came out. Wow. The Arkham series is now just almost 15 years old. It's unbelievable. So if you guys enjoyed Arkham Asylum and you want an experience that's better, just go for Arkham City. It's an amazing game. It's basically Arkham Asylum 2.0. It's been expanded, it's been improved, the characters are great, the voice acting is fantastic, and the combat and the stealth mechanics have been improved exponentially. The story will probably tug at your heartstrings and will surprise you a lot with all the twists and turns. But all in all, Arkham City is a fantastic game. And with this review, we are now halfway through the Arkham series. So be sure to join me next time for part 3 of the Arkham series review. See you next time, guys.